Forward 4-2. It is a very unique wall splatting string. If you press up, she will launch her opponents to the left, and if you press down, you will send them flying.
Did we see that correctly? How does Kazuya get wall splat here? Like this is
It is a very unique wall splatting.
That's crazy, no? So we are just a mere few days away from the release of Tekken's newest character in Miary Zo. I think it's actually pronounced Miary's because that's how people keep saying it. But I might say Miary Zo until someone tells me otherwise definitively. And we were sort of blessed on this fine day as a lot of Miary Zo content came out today kind of randomly. An embargo must have gone up. Hip hip hooray. And what I want to do here today is go through a lot of that content we got here about Miary Zo. In case you guys don't know who I am, hi, I'm Kwis. I'm a professional Tekken player. Been so for many years now. I'm a competitor, commentator, and content creator. So I might be the guy that can help you walk you through some of these more complex things we see of this new character. And typically, I feel like the way Bandai Namco or the Tekken team or whoever runs things, I feel like the way they handle character rollouts can be very weird. Because like what kind of happens is like there might just be some matches of this character, just like here's some matches, no real breakdown or anything, nothing real fantastic to sort of learn from for the people who actually know the game, right? You can just see the character's animations more than anything. And like one thing we'd also seen them do before in the past is like IGN would also, like I remember they did a starter guide for Anna. I can't remember if they did this for other characters, or actually they did a Lydia one as well. And like they're just not like the best, you know, like because the people making it, you can tell, aren't really that knowledgeable when it comes to like a lot of Tekken things. They get a lot of things wrong, and then it's up to us when the character comes out to correct that misinformation. But one thing I like they did this time is, in case you guys don't know, Dengojin, he's a Saudi player who mains Lily, a very good Tekken player. They actually seem to have given him early access to the character. He has his thoughts. He also has this early showcase and guide here, only 9 minutes long. We'll be taking a look at this. Also some other like gameplay matches like here and there that we'll be taking a look at as well. I'll try to like condense as much as I can. I want to get a look at as much as I can to learn as much as I can about the character. But I do want to focus more on like Dengojin's thoughts here as someone who is a very strong player, who is very knowledgeable of the game. I think someone who is a good choice to help walk us through a lot of the things that this character may have. And links will be in the description for all of these videos as well, in case you just want to watch them without me because you hate me. But if you don't hate me, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. So here are his thoughts on the character. We'll get into the boring reading stuff first. My early thoughts about Miary's, and without diving too deep into our weaknesses or strengths for now, this will be for us to discuss on day one. Her design has too many cool details, from the iconic hairstyle with the thin side braids, scarlet eyes, and colorful outfit that accomplish her skin color just perfectly. Her other presets are also stunning, with one of them designed by one of my favorite artists, Mari Shimazaki. She uses the ogre stuff and stance stuff known as Kaobab Mihira, pronounced Kaobab Mihri. Kaobab Mihri. But she mostly uses merengue, similar to kickboxing, so that's the style, the martial art from Madagascar. And the flashy stuff, for the most part, are just her effects, rather than being over the top to fight. No full screen projectiles or teleports. And she reminded me a lot of Josie and Julia in terms of how she moves and fights, with strikes a good balance between Tekken's grounded martial arts and the fantasy direction it has taken. A lot of elbows and knees, which is why I'm going to play her, since she does feel good to control. Her punches and kicks do look like they hurt and feel satisfying to land. She was designed for players who are good with timing their count hits, with few tools to open up her offense to be able to keep up with the other cast's aggressive style, with a 10-frame counter hit string that wall splats, 12-frame counter hit launching high, and counter launching knee at 16 frames. She has a unique wall splat move with forward 4-2, which she can choose which side to knock her opponent to, left or right, which will widely be used in certain situations to do side wall splats during combos. That move is going to be fun to experiment with. She requires execution if you want to get good damage outside of walls, mostly by getting used to her merengue. Miroso stance cancels with MMO down, back, up. And that's what I have to say for now. And we'll take a look now at his early showcase and guide of the character.
Cool. I got the chance to try her out early to bring you this video to go through her key moves, punishment, and more.
So again, like, I'm a big fan of like getting a
Miary
character
Zo's
in the
fighting style
hands.
mixes Moreng martial arts with some moves from the franchise's Animals and
So I'm gonna
Ogre.
assume that there is the 10 frame
Miary
count here,
Zo's
right?
fighting style mixes Moreng martial arts with some moves
Yeah. One thing I do like her jab. I don't want to stop it too much. I do like the
from the
animation of her
franchise's
jab.
Animals and Ogre.
Anyway.
These moves are more of an inspiration from these characters than a direct imitation. So if you are hoping this character is Ogre 2.0 or Roger's replacement, well, let me tell you that she is far from it. Snakes and the staff. On top of being an expert
so
at
much going
kickboxing,
on
which
here.
relies on the most, making her more grounded and easier to look at than we initially thought. They just did a fantastic job balancing her fantasy elements and martial arts.
Is that running move into stance? Oh no. Stances is Tekken
Miary
after
Zo
all.
has two stances, Morengi Mirusu and Kaobab Mir. Morengi Mirusu, or let's call it MMO for short, is her best one. So let's talk about it first. MMO can be accessed by pressing forward 3
Forward
and
three.
can instantly be cancelled by pressing down back, allowing her to block almost instantly or mix her opponents up with her full crouch options with full crouch down forward 4 and while standing 1-4. Or you can just get some pretty saucy combos like this one once you get the execution down.
Bro, that was full.
No, let's take a
That
look at
was
her-
full. See, this is kind of why I like. So for one, getting the character in the hands of people who are good at the game, because like
Or you can just
we
get
see that she
some
is a
pretty saucy
full
combos like
screen wall to wall
this one
Ortiz
once you get
farm
the execution down.
upper level. That's kind of insane, no? Like, I know a lot of character. Like, I think right now in the game, wall carry is like insane for the most of the cast. I can't think of a character that doesn't have insane wall carry. But are we doing wall to wall uppers level Ortiz farm? Oh wow.
No, let's take a look at her fantastic options from her MMO stance.
One,
MMO
two.
1-2, a 13-frame mid-high hit confirmable heat engager that launches if used
Launches,
in heat.
okay.
And it is her fastest option, making it a good lockdown tool to use
It's best number when opponents can't press on block off against MM1-2. So running 2-1.
after moves
Okay.
that transitions her into this stance.
Okay,
But
so
it's
running
weak to
2-1 goes
sidesteps
into
to her
stance.
right with her into this
Is it high?
that transitions her into this stance.
Okay, it's high.
But it's weak to sidesteps to her right, which can be countered by other options such as MMO2 and MMO4. Two moves that I'm
So to beat the MMO1, you sidestep left. He said to her right, so you yourself will sidestep left.
going to talk
but
about
she
a
has
bit
moves to
later.
track that.
MMO14, a mid-13 on block extension for the same move that puts her on her Kalbad Mir stance for a mix-up on hit, and if the second hit catches her opponent's on counter, it will become a full
launcher.
launcher. Next up, we have MMO2, which is a counter hit
I wonder what MMO1 by itself is on block then.
launcher that is -6 on block. Pretty great to get closer to her opponents and one of my favorite options. MMO3, a mid-power crush that knocks down on hit and is -13 on block. Useful against who wants to interrupt the stance. MMO 1+2, a 26 frames plus 6 on block move that launches on counter hit. And if you want, you can enter the other stance to mix up your opponents with it.
Everything's a
And
counter hit
finally,
launcher.
MMO up 1+2, which doesn't have that many uses besides looking kinda cute. This stance can be accessed by pressing 3+4. KMH14 is her fastest option coming off 13
Is that
frames,
natural?
locking her opponents down from pressing any buttons while on plus frames. For example, after her running 3, this will keep the pressure going, but
So she has two running moves. Running 2-1, which goes into MMO stance. And looks like this is a running 3. I think we saw this in trailer actually, running move into stance. So then she is running 3 into KMH stance.
frames. For
Okay. I know the character isn't out yet. I know, and the thing is, I said this on like when I first did the trailer breakdown, is like it's just a lot of the stuff we've been saying. Like, How fast is this running move? I have to know. I think running 2-1 looks far. I'll go back and look at
these
actually.
options.
But, like, let's take a look at
KMH
running
1-4 is her fastest option coming off 13 frames, locking her opponents down from pressing any button.
All right, so 23. So if she does this after heat engage, for instance, you should be able to sidewalk it or power crush. I think the running 2-1 though, that looked very fast. Also, there's timestamps.
Pushes her into this stance.
So what was the running 2-1?
Into this stance.
The running 2-1 was 14, so probably not going to be able to walk that after he engaged. So that might be a bit
move that launches on counter.
Bit more of a sticky one.
This stance can be accessed by pressing 3+4 and has some good options from it too.
I don't want to do. I just want to say I don't want to do. I don't want to do that.
So let's discuss these options. KMH 1-4 is her fastest option coming off 13 frames, locking her opponents down from pressing any buttons while on plus frames. For example, after her running 3, this will keep the pressure going, but it is extremely linear, and this is where the other options come to play.
Okay.
You have KMH 3, a mid-homing heat engager that is -9 on block.
I don't want to do, because we saw this move in the trailer and my first thought was I hope it's at least unsafe. I don't want to do.
KMH 3.
And does it, sorry, it launches, right?
9 on block and launches on heat dash. Was conditioned.
I mean, did I say launching on block? I meant to say launching heat if I didn't say that. Okay. Okay.
You use the low KMH 4. A strong hell sweep that is launch punishable on block. And
sorry, and the hell sweep is 18 and KMH 3 is 19, so it is a full mix up because you can't react to 18 frames. Yeah, so the heat engager is 19 and then the low is 18.
You use the low KMH 4. A strong hell sweep that is
is that gonna? I don't think that's gonna wall splat.
Launch punishable on block.
Okay.
And finally, KMH 2, which is a launcher that catches her ducking opponents and widely used during her combos.
And what is
but
it on
it
block?
is very punishable on block. Overall, this stance is heavy on mind games.
Alright, so I'm gonna assume very launchable. Very punishable means launch, at least -15, maybe it could be like -20 even, but I'm gonna assume at least -15. So yeah, it seems like KMH is more of a high risk. It's a higher risk, high reward stance in that she has the 3, which is the homing mid heat engager that is safe, but interruptible. Wait, so it's 8. So the sweep was 18,
but it is
the sweep was 18, and the mid was 19.
Very punishable on block.
Okay.
Overall, this stance is heavy on.
So running 3 into stance, you're +6. So you can interrupt both of those options. But if she does the 1, that is the option to stop you from mashing there or trying to power crush or whatever. Okay.
Since she can get floated easily off it with jabs, so cancel it by pressing down back to duck your opponent's jab attempts and launch them or lock them down with 1-3+4. This is going to be the safest option, along with canceling with down back to block.
Also, just another thing I've just noticed when it comes to stances in this game, for newer characters or new stances, is like characters just I feel like the way they've done stances in this game is strange, I have to say. Like characters can just hold back and block now and they don't have to. I don't know. I don't know. I'll get into this type of topic in a different video another time. I want to focus on Miary Zo. So
for her key moves, down forward 1 is the first move I want to talk about. To balance things out, her down forward 1 is one of the most linear down forward 1s in the game, weak to both sidestep left and sidestep right. Down forward 4 is a counter hit launching knee move that is -4 on block and has a decent pushback, +5 on.
People are gonna spam the fuck out of that. Sorry, how minus on block?
Knee move
-4? People are gonna spam the fuck out of that. People are gonna spam the fuck. People are gonna spam the fuck out of that. I can tell you right now, this might be the Miary Zo button right here. depending on what her power crashes are like, what her movement is like, and what her evasion is like, this isn't the Miary Zo button here. I-16 mid, safe on block, count hit launcher, -4?
+4 on block, and has a decent pushback.
Miary Zo button.
+5 on normal hit, making it one of the best keep-outs and counter hit tools in the game.
Miary Zo button.
She can also enter MMO stance from
She
it,
goes
giving
into
her a
stance
real
from it.
mix up on normal hit through her stance options.
What is it on block if she does it? Do we know what is on block if she does it into stance on block, or is it only on hit?
Next up, we have Sidestep 2.
Okay.
A plus on
don't
hit
know.
and block mid move that have the ability to enter the MMO stance, making it both good for approaching
count
and
hit
counter her
launcher.
opponents for beefy damage. And she have a
That probably
running
floor breaks, by the way. God, her combo's going
and she have a
forever.
running move, running 2-1. Her running 2-1 is going to be her main approaching tool that closes the gap between her and her opponents, which is a good start for her pressure and opening up her opponents. With a +4 on block and the ability to put her on her MMO stance, this will make the mix-up between the mid-heat engager option and the low option be quite scary. Forward 4-2, it is a very unique wall splatting string. If you press up, she will launch her opponents to the left, and if you press down, you will send them flying to the right, giving it a very unique properties.
Did we
seen
see
in a
that
Tekken
correctly?
game. Back to 3.
Sorry. So we did see, I did
opponents
mention
to
that move in the trailer, how I felt it was a little
engager
weird.
option,
That she got
and the
like
low
this
option
90-degree wall
be
splat.
quite scary.
And I actually wondered, could she do it? Could she choose which way it goes?
Forward 4-2.
But also, how does Kazuya get wall splat here? Like this is
It is a very unique wall splatting.
That's crazy, no? That's crazy. What did he get wall splat by? What? Like, and what's crazy about this wall splat, it's not even, the wall's not behind him. She could do her full combo here. Like, she could just do a combo here.
String.
That doesn't look right. Like, that looks bugged.
If
That
you
doesn't
press
look
up,
correct.
she will-
Do we know if
she
it
will
is? We don't know what is on
4-4-2.
block
It
though.
is a very
Everyone's favorite Tekken mechanic.
Miary Zo's options during heat mostly come from her powered up moves, most notably forward 4-2-2, which becomes a stronger version of her normal forward 4-2-2, and to my favorite addition is an extension to her MMO 3-4 with MMO 3-4
Power
1+2,
lows.
which also has the potential to wall splat from certain ranges, with
Yeah,
MMO
look like
1-2
it.
becoming a full launcher used as a heat engager. That makes her even more scary up close. Her heat smash is a 17 frame +6 if you choose to enter the Kalpa Mir stance, and -2 without the stance. It has the properties to break the floor as well.
10 frame
For
punish
10
into
frames,
stance.
Miary Zo's 112 is a strong punisher that puts her in Norin Murusu. She can also hit confirm it, but if she fails, the fourth hit will come out automatically, making the last two hit easily duckable.
Okay.
2-2. It is her wall splatting 11 frames punish with a decent reach as well.
11.
1-4 is her 12 frames wall splatting punish that
11. Okay.
as
Wait.
well.
I'm gonna assume that doesn't gel and you can block the first hit and duck the second. I'm gonna assume. 11 frame wall
Duck
splat.
1-4 is her 12 frames wall splatting punish that lunges on counter hit. Works similar to King's back 1. 3-2. A 13
12 frame
works similar
counter
to
hit
King-
too, so what's-
1-4 is her 12 frames wall
Back
splatting
1-4.
punish that lunges on counter hit. Works similar to King's back 1. 3-2. A 13 frame heat engager. And she has the traditional down forward 2 for 15 frames or her double hit hop kick.
Is her down
For her
for 2
while standing
safe? Do we know?
punishment, while standing 4 for 11 frames, she has a normal while standing 4 with no follow-ups, as raw as it gets. While standing 1-4 for a 13 frames heat engager that
Okay.
only guarantees a follow-up on heat dash. And a while standing 2 launcher for 15 frames or her hop kick.
So punishment wise, I think pretty standard in, like, for the most part is, because I think a lot of characters have this 13 frame heat engager and then 15 frame launcher, blah blah blah. I just think 11 and 12 frame wall splat, like 11 frame wall splat, I think is kind of, it's not something you see very often. Like some characters have 10 frame, like Jin, Heihachi. 11, wow. Punishment looks very strong.
So my general thoughts so far is that she is one of the most fun characters to play in Tekken 8, with a strong keep out and mix ups from her MMO stance. Dive into her deeper and max out her potential.
Long as
And
hell.
that wraps up my
Okay. Like the one thing I'll say above everything, I think this was a very good video by Dengo Jin here. Like I think this was very, like, it was put together very well, easy to understand, like not too long, like, and it gives enough for people to sort of like draw their own conclusions or start even theorizing what they want to do with the character. So again, this video was very good before anything, right? I just think some of the things the character is doing is kind of crazy, but we don't have, well, he has literally a video of the full move list. I don't like looking at those videos just so you can't really take too much from just watching the full move list of the character. But like, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Like, make sure you guys like, yeah, make sure you guys support this video as well. Because again, I think this is the type of stuff this is pretty good for the game as well. Like having people who know what they're doing, showcasing the character, and like helping people start like get their foot in the door of the character. I think this is good. This is the type of content I hope Bandai do more, getting that character in the hands of people who know what they're doing. Yeah, I guess I don't really feel the need to sort of like go through these videos. Really and truly, I'll just have this one on the back. I think this is the Miary Zo mirror match. Yeah, I just have this in the background, you know, as I kind of give my thoughts on the character so far. So I think I know. So from what we're hearing and from what like Dengo Jin saying, like linearity, you know, she has to use her homing moves to keep people in check. Blah blah blah. Which is like, okay, that's fine for the most part. I'm just worried about like the Tekken 8 isms, running move into stance, 10 frame punish into stance, stance with like mid homing heat engager mixed up with hell sweep. It's a mix up. You can't fuzzy. Like, yeah, I do find like that is just, pause out the move just there. That's the kind of stuff I do find sort of worrying, but like only time will tell with this character. She's completely new. Like our first new character since the release of the game. So our newest release since Reina, I guess. So be interested to see what we get with this character. I think she's gonna be very annoying to play against at the start. You know, I think that can't, you know, the video is bugging. But yeah, I feel like that is very clear. But like, yeah, I'm excited to try her out. I will be playing her, I'll be making content. I'll get it to god 1, maybe god 2. Like I will play the character. Oh, and that's another, this video didn't even cover the wall jump mechanic at all. That's something we'll kind of have to see for ourselves. And it works kind of how I expected it to, at least for here anyway. I assume she had a quarter circle back from up, so quarter circle back that way, backwards jump, and when her back is to the wall, I assumed she would get this wall thing here, right? So we don't really know much about that. The video didn't really go over it, so that's something we'll explore on day one. But yeah, all in all, Dingo Jin video was very good. I'll leave links to all of these videos in the description so you guys can watch these at your own leisure. But yeah, I hope, you know, I'm excited to dive in with this character. Hope you guys are too. Appreciate you guys taking the time and getting to watch this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.